You said what? How many years? Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and the subscribe button. Telephone. Here we have another crazy story. Lil Durk. Don't forget, he's locked up. Don't forget, he's in the federal penitentiary right now. Don't forget, at one point in time, he used to be in a mansion. I'm not certain if it was a big old mansion or a little mansion. Imagine that. Imagine the difference between a big old mansion and a little mansion. You know, one of those things right there. But either way, I mean, don't forget those big mansions. Sometimes they can have like 7-car garages. Or can have a little mansion, probably only have 4-car garage or 5. Imagine that. 2 extra garages make a big difference, believe it or not. I'm just talking. That's it. But it's a serious situation. What's going on with Lil Durk right now? So serious, actually. Imagine that. Imagine having to deal with a serious situation at such a young age. I believe he's 32 years old. I mean, that's not too young. But it's not too old either. Actually, 32 years old. It's that age where you say, you know what? I'm not in my 20s anymore. Imagine that. I just became 30. 31 went by. Now I'm 32. Now I'm in the feds. I'm locked up, facing life. So that's what's going on with Lil Durk right now. His life went by fast. They say he started rapping. I'm not certain. Was it 2010? I could be wrong. Doesn't matter what I think. Only thing what matters is Lil Durk. He's in an unfortunate situation. He's in a situation where, you know what, they say, you know what? If you're really innocent, prove that you're innocent. Imagine that. Imagine having to prove that you're innocent. But believe it or not, it's so easy. At least I think it is. Imagine that. I never thought about that until right now. Imagine you can't prove that you're innocent. I'm just talking, that's it. That doesn't make any sense. Innocent man should always be an innocent man. Imagine somebody putting charges on you for something you didn't do. They see you did this. I said, no, I didn't do that. I was doing a show that time. You're making it up. I didn't do that. I was in a different country. You're making it up. Imagine that. Believe it or not, it's probably kind of hard. Well, no. It's not hard at all. Well, it's probably hard for a poor person. Imagine that. You're poor and you get taken advantage of. You go to jail for a crime you didn't commit. It's a terrible thing. They said there's nothing worse than going to jail. But they said there's nothing worse than going to jail for a crime you didn't commit. That's what C. Murder's saying. Matter of fact, C. Murder's saying right now, he's doing time for a crime he didn't commit. It's a terrible thing if he's right. But let's get back to the story. I'm just talking, that's it. So they got Lil Durk. They got him. You know, he's trapped. He can't go nowhere. Imagine that. Imagine being a grown adult and the next person telling you, you can't go nowhere. Stay right here. Stay right here. Don't move. I said don't move. Okay. Imagine that. It must be a terrible feeling, I have to admit. Even thinking about it is a terrible feeling. So basically, Lil Durk right now, he's locked up in the feds. He's living a terrible life. Imagine that. Imagine living a terrible life. I have to admit, most individuals, Especially, well, let me not say that. Let's get back to the topic. Lil Durk. I'm assuming if he's innocent, he should be able to say, you know what, prove his innocence. But imagine if he's not innocent. Imagine if he's guilty and he wants to get away with a crime. Imagine that. That's so unbelievable. Don't forget, I have to admit, I probably want to do the same thing. Imagine that. Imagine want to get away with a crime. I remember I got away with a crime one time before, and I said, man, you know what? I felt bad about it, and I felt bad about it and good at the same time. But still, I felt bad because I said, you know what? Imagine if I got caught. Imagine if I got a speeding ticket. I was going so fast. I saw that the speed limit was about 55 and I was going 65. I was going 10 miles over the speed limit. And I said to myself, you know what? Imagine if they catch me. I'm going to get an unnecessary ticket. Unnecessary money being spent. And I say, you know what? Moving forward, I'm not going to go 65 on the 55 mile zone anymore. I might just do 60. Imagine that. Imagine just doing 60. Either way, it's a crime. Imagine that. But I say, you know what? After a while, I say, you know what? I'm just going to drive that 55. I'm going to drive the 55 just because I don't want to have to worry about any problems. I don't want to go out of my way to break an unnecessary crime. Imagine that. But Lil Durk's situation is a little different. His situation is not about driving fast and getting a speeding ticket. Imagine that. He got money, he could pay that ticket. His situation is different. His situation, they said he's been accused of taking someone's child away from them, unaliving somebody. Imagine that. It's a terrible thing. They said that. Don't forget, I'm trying to figure out why a rapper, multi-millionaire, it must be made up. Imagine that. Imagine somebody making things up about you. It can't be the truth. Why would someone want to throw it all away? I don't know. But if he did decide to throw it all away, hopefully individuals will learn from him. I mean, what's the point of going out of your way to get rich and successful just to go to jail? I don't know. What's the point of that? I don't know. But don't forget, I don't know the point of a lot of things. But what I'm thinking about, the only reason why Lil Durk is in the situation where he's in right now is that the younger individuals coming up out of Chicago is going to say, you know what, I'm not going to throw it all away. Imagine that. Imagine not throwing it all away. Lil Durk is going to have to be used as a scapegoat. Poster child of what not to do. Imagine that. Imagine being the poster child of being told what not to do. He had it all, the key to the city. He had bulletproof vehicles. Imagine that. Imagine having a bulletproof car. It's like he's living a life like he's in the movies. Imagine that. So that's the only thing I can think about. If Lil Durk, does have to sit down for as long as Larry Hoover. Imagine that. Larry Hoover's still sitting down right now. Larry Hoover's been sitting down since he was in his 20s. Imagine that. He's in his 70s right now, I have to admit. That's a long time sitting down. So hopefully, somebody will learn from Lil Durk and say, you know what? I'm not going to go ahead and not going to have access to my millions of dollars because I'm locked up in a jail cell. That's the only thing I can think about that's going to come out of this situation. Future individuals from Chicago, the youngins, is going to say, you know what? I'm not gonna throw it all away like Lil Durk, Lil Smirky, yo. I know a lot. Only thing I do know is crime don't pay. But I see him do it though. I see him do it though. Unbelievable. They said Lil Durk right now,